Hi, good day. Welcome to my Tuesday segment, Chill and Learn with Miss T. My name is Jacqueline Hambwinja. Today, we'll be looking at fun facts regarding educational investments or educational policies, or what you guys call study policies. Second, we'll look at typical costs associated with tuition fees or university costs. All right, so when I'm talking today, we'll be looking at study policies. Like I said, they're usually called in educational investments or educational plans, but I think in Namibia we just call them study policies. I don't know why. Okay, so when I'm talking about study policies, I'm referring to the investment vehicles or the investments that you get from your typical insurance companies, such as your Old Mutual or your Metropolitan, right? So, fun fact number one, study policies usually come with a fixed term. Okay, there is an option of not having any term, but usually come with a fixed term, and minimum fixed term is 5 years and longer. So that means in your contract, you sign a contract saying, you know what, I will not be withdrawing my money in the next 5 years. Okay, this is very good. This is actually one of the advantages of having a study policy, because then most of us are not financially disciplined, and you cannot break when the emergency come through. You cannot just go and withdraw this money. Okay, number two, because of this fixed term, they're actually loaded with a lot of fees, including you get a penalty for early disbursement, or you get a penalty for then taking out your money before maturity date or before the day you actually agreed to take out. So if you had estimated for 10 years and you come year 5 and you take out your money, you get penalized heavily for not honoring your contract. Okay, other penalty fees are your management fees, right? Also, you get charged an advisor fee for this typical study policies. So they're actually very, very expensive. Okay. Um, Third fun fact is, I don't know what most people are actually aware of this or not, but study policies are not tax free. Your investments are taxed, right? So I want to actually spend a few minutes here. What does that mean? That means you get your money. Most of us are saving our money from our from our salaries, which are already taxed, right? And then you take this tax money, you put it in an investment vehicle in Metropolitan or Old Mutual, and then you get taxed again before you finally withdraw. Obviously, now when you go and withdraw, when you go and check your balance, they've already removed the tax, but that money is not a tax-free investment. So that is a very big disadvantage, because you're already fighting against inflation, like the loss of value of your money. You know, like the $10 today is not the same, will not buy you the same thing, will not buy you the same thing in 10 years, right? So that is inflation. Number two, you're fighting against the management fees, and now you have to fight again against tax on your money. So the growth in these investment vehicles is not that big. Okay, but again, coming back on the text. So in Namibia, if you earn less than $50,000 annually, I calculated that to be about, I think, 4.1. If you earn 4,100 monthly, you don't pay tax, right? You get tax free, like you don't pay for tax. So now you take this tax free money and then you invest it, then you get taxed. So now you will need to go and register to pay as a taxpayer, just to then recover some of this the tax that you pay. Cut. Okay. So yes, this investment is actually taxed, but then there is a tax benefit that taxpayers actually get. Every year they give you a tax certificate and a portion of your premium. So a portion of the money that you pay towards your savings, your child savings, you can actually then get a tax refund on it. Now, this is actually quite good. It works very well for us who are taxpayers. But however, if you look at somebody that earns $50,000 or less, these people are not qualified as taxpayers. They don't pay tax, pay as you earn. Now, are we then telling these people that, you know what, the government doesn't require you to pay tax, but now because you want to save for your child's future, you need to go register as a taxpayer, so that you can get like this little minimum portion of your premiums back, because then otherwise you'll be completely losing out, right? So that is actually a very big disadvantage, and I think before you take up a study policy, then you just need to clarify this issue with your financial advisor. All right. Now, another fun fact about this policy is All right, so fun fact number 4, you usually never save enough money to cover full tuition for the required number of years for your child to finish university. Why I'm saying this is most parents are actually surprised when their child is ready to go to university at the amount of money they've saved to date. Okay. It takes about $250 to open up a study policy. And most parents usually just save about $200 to $500 a month. And this money is not enough to pay for full tuition fees. If you are lucky to pay for the first year, and that is it, right? So my advice to you is go and review your study policy. I'm not saying go and stop it. I'm saying go and review your study policy. Have an honest conversation with your financial advisors. Do the market research on how much does it actually cost for you to send your child to university. How many years do you realistically have left to save for your child to go to university? Go with all of these facts, because sometimes you must do the job for a financial advisor. Go with all of these facts and let them actually give you a realistic calculation of how much do you really need to actually save per month to have enough money to make sure that your child then studies whatever profession that you want them to study at university. Guys, this information is out there. You would know how much a course it takes. In that breath, and I want us to actually look at your typical cost associated with tuition or university fees. Most of the time, I think parents just think of paying tuition, paying the university. Yes, that is number one, and that is actually the major cost. But with tuition comes books. University books are so expensive. Talk to the children who are already at university to see how expensive these books are. We're talking about boarding or rent, a place to stay. If you are not staying in that specific town where the university is, where will your child stay? You have to think about that, right? Then we're looking at living expenses. So again, if this child moves away from home, then you have to look at the food, cosmetics, and just, I don't know, lifestyle, clothes and all of that. Stock the child is at university. And then we're looking at transport. If you look at a place like Bentuk, transport is so expensive, right? So these are actually the other costs that one needs to actually keep at the back of their mind when you're looking at how much money you need to send your child for university. Yeah, so I really hope that I helped, or I just opened up your mind about something. So please go visit your financial advisor, review your study policies, and take this tax thing in consideration, because you can get a refund of your premiums. You can submit that with your annual pay-as-you-earn tax submissions, and you can get a portion of that back, because at the end of the day, at the end of the term, your money will be taxed anyways. So final thoughts. The cost of education increase is much bigger than the escalation of our inflation, right? This means that when you're looking to invest in a study policy for your child, you need to invest in a vehicle or in an investment, in an investment vehicle that will then provide you interest that is much bigger, much better than the inflation cost. Otherwise, then your money is not working. Your money is not growing. Your money will be worthless after 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, right? The second thing I would like to leave you with is investing for your children while your children are still young is the best way to go, because then you have the advantage of time. The more time you have, then the more bigger the potential of your investment growth will be. That's all I say. So we don't want to time the market. You want to spend more time in the market. The longer you spend in investing, the better your returns will be.